Hi friends, I'm Renz, and welcome to Catch Reality Season 2, where we go deeper with our deepest secrets, embrace ourselves, own our stories, and make a healthy conversation about it. Yan, so it's episode 4 everyone. Thank you if nandito pa din kayo nanonood at nakikinig ng mga stories ko. But before we start, I have here my homemade matcha, dirty matcha latte. Kasi nakaraan pumunta yung tito ko dito and nagdala sila ng matcha. Binigyan na ako ng matcha powder. So, thank you. Hindi na ako naggawa ng food. Wala na akong prepare na food for this episode kasi hindi ko naman nakakain. So, ito na lang. Matcha na lang. So, yun. Before we start, I would like to tell a short story lang kanina na na-experience ko. And there's a realization about it. Bumibili kasi ako sa tindahan kanina. Tapos, nakasabay ko tong isang kapitbahay na hindi ko naman sobrang ka-close, never, pero kakilala ko or kilala din ako and yung parents ko. Tapos, nagkaroon na mga konting conversation, tinanong niya ako, ganyan-ganyan. And end point, tinanong niya ako na ilang taon na ba ako, at sinabi ko yung age ko, tapos sabi niya may asawa na daw ba ako, gano'n. Tapos biglang napunta yung conversation niya, gusto mo ba hanapan kita? And sabi ko sa kanya, ay, di po, kasi naghahanap pa po ako ng maraming pera, parang gano'n. Kailangan ko po ipagawa yung bahay namin, kailangan ko po ipagamot yung papa ko, gano'n. So, gano'n naging reaction ko. Tapos biglang sabi niya, oh, babae, madami naman dyan. Dyan lang naman yung babae, parang gano'n. And na-realize ko na those are simple reasons why yung journey of battling or handling stereotypes are still way long. You know what I mean? Kasi we cannot deny na meron pa ding mga ilang tao or may mga ganito pa ding mindset, diba? And we cannot blame them kasi syempre hindi naman natin alam kung paano sila pinalaki, ano yung values na na-impart sa kanila, no? Pero sa panahon ngayon, diba, para despite of what age you are or how old are you, diba? Hindi dapat ganito yung thinking na kapag ganito ka, kailangan mo na mag-asawa. Ako kasi I'm seeing it in a lens na I'm a bisexual. So, hindi ko kailangan sabihin na, bading ko or whatsoever, or gusto ko pa lalaki, ganyan. Hindi naman ganun kasi I am still open to marrying a woman, diba? Pero yung thinking lang, yung thought lang na porket ba ganito na age ko, kailangan ko na maghanap ng asawa, kailangan ko na mag-asawa, gano'n, diba? So those stereotype mindsets need to be changed. And hindi dapat siya ma-impart sa mga younger generations. Kasi there's a lot of pressure coming from this world, diba? And we don't need to add on it. And there are more valuable things that we need to, see in this life. And enjoy life and enjoy your own path or enjoy your own journey. So yun lang. Hindi naman ako na-offend, to be honest, pero parang na-realize ko lang na may mga ganun pa rin pala talaga na thinking. Yun ay nanggaling sa someone na hindi ko nagka-close, hindi ko masyado nakakausap, pero what more if sa iba, sa mga kapatid natin, diba, na-experience yun or naririnig yun, diba, sa relatives nila, sa family nila mismo, or sa circles nila, diba? And I don't know how you take those things, kung paano nyo siya ina-accept or how you view it, diba? Pero yun, if you had an experience like that, you have your own journey, and you need to, live your life whenever you wanted it, whenever or however you wanted it, as long as na you live a healthy life, diba? You prioritize yourself, you value yourself, diba? So, yun lang, it's just a short story. Yeah. And I think that story is worth sharing. Okay, so bumunot na tayo. So ano kayang topic natin for today? Chill na ako ngayon, no? Yung last time, medyo na-cardiac ako eh. Ayan, sige. Ito na. Isa na namang mahabang papel. Alam ka na yung mahabang papel na yun. Okay. Okay. Oh, next. Okay. Okay. My wildest experience. Okay, it's a good start for this week. Okay, so hindi ko alam kung mahuhugutan ko to ng learning, pero I will try. Lord, tulungan mo ako. Pero sige, I'm just, just a light conversation. I just want to tell you. I think most of us had, diba? What is your wildest experience when it comes to sex? My wildest experience. Basa niyo ba? Where, when, and how did that happen? So, it happened way long, matagal ng panahon. College pa ako na to. I think 2018 or 2019, I'm not sure. Basta mga ganong taon. I think 2018. Tama, 2018 to. Ito yung mga time na pag ganun pa lang ako. I mean, I think nasa exploration stage ako that time, pero but I think the proper term is, yung curiosity ko in mind is nandun talaga. And parang, may consciousness ako na I wanted not to do it. Alam mo yan, nandun pa rin ako sa point na, since I'm also active in our church, serving in our parish, alam ko sa sarili ko na may mga pagkakataon na tinatry ko pa din na hindi gawin. Pero if that curiosity comes to my mind, it really hit me. Alam mo yan. So, that happened way back college days. So, active ako sa paggamit ng G-App. If you know that G-App, that yellow one, na ngayon ay hindi na ata yellow, kung ako nagkakamali. Ayan. Na para na siyang I forgot. Wala ako sa phone. Wala ako sa phone. Oh, hindi, wala. Swear, right? Check nyo pa to. Wala ako sa phone. Yan. May nakita lang kasi akong meme nung nakaraan na parang ata siyang, I forgot. Basta parang violet na ata yun. Nakita ko lang somewhere sa social media. But anyway, so, ayun. Use that app. Galing ako sa school. Nun. Kinabi na din ako nun. As far as I remember. Ako kasi, gumagamit ako ng app hindi sa surroundings ng school ko. I never used that G-app nung nasa school, pag nasa school ako or nasa area ako ng school. Kasi hindi ko alam din particularly kung bakit. Pero siguro more on afraid ako that time. Kaya ginagamit ko yung app ko pag nandito ako sa Antipolo, pag nandito ako sa hometown, ganyan. And pauwi na ako nun, nasa may Masinag na ako, kung hindi ako nagkakamali. Yes, nasa may Masinag na tao na. Oo. Basta na-meet ko tong old guy na to sa taga Masinag. And if I'm not mistaken, if I remember it correctly, he was by that time 50 or 51 years old. Yeah. I'm not sure about his orientation or sexuality because I'm not fully aware of that time. Pero he is a man, really not that good looking but a muscled type of guy, pero old. I mean 51 years old pero fit yung body. He has a good physique that time. And I'm just a simple student. Third year or fourth year student if I'm not mistaken. Ayan. And ang tanong ko na lang dito, bakit ko ba siya in-identify na my wildest experience? Simple lang naman yung reason. Kasi we did that thing in a wild setting. I mean, not to totally explore, pero ginawa namin siya sa garahe nila. Kasi yung bahay nila, parang hindi yung typical na nasa ground floor. Parang aakyat ka para ma-reach mo yung first floor, tapos yung garahe nasa baba. Gets niyo ba? Parang ganon siya. Parang akit. Kasi sa Antipolo din so medyo pataas. Ayun. Tapos, inantay ko siya that time sa sala nila, pero patay na ilaw. Pero, I think he's living with his apo or anak siguro, ganyan. Ayun. I don't know too much about his background. And by that time, na settled na lahat, lumakit na sa taas yung apo niya or whatsoever. Doon na kami sa baba, sa may garahe. And yung garahe nila, yung typical na napapanood natin na may mga office supplies or ano man tawag doon, yung mga pangkalikot, diba? Mga ganun. Tapos mayroong sirang sasakyan na nabubuksan naman, gano'n. Or parang siguro sa sakyan na hindi na masyado ginagamit, gano'n. And we did that there. For the clarification, no penetration na nangyari. Even that time siguro I feel like gusto ko pero siya hindi. Hindi siya pamayag. So it's more on like pure side lang, if you know the term. Side. Yan lang. And we did that inside the car, we did it on top of the car, and we did it outside on the car, we did it in the bumper of the car. Something like that. That's why I always consider that as my wildest experience. Yun. So, and that's the first time that I did that with an older guy. 51 years old. I cannot believe it. Pero yeah. Too much information ba? Pero yun, basta yun yung nangyari. Kaya I consider it as my wildest experience. On that time especially. Yeah, I consider it as my wildest experience. So, what this experience taught me. So, actually, medyo nahirapan ako tugutan ng learning to. Pero, I just realized that na by that time na nangyari yun, I'm in that era of exploration. Pero, without knowing that I'm in that era. Gets nyo ba? Parang, kasi ngayon, madali nyo nang sabihin madali nyo nang siyang ma-identify na, I'm exploring. I'm still exploring. I don't want to commit to anyone and I would like to explore my life, I would like to explore things, diba? Pero, I think, it's just a simple lesson or one major lesson here is you need to acknowledge where you at in what you are doing. So, it's important na, yun nga, you acknowledge kung ano yung pinagdadaanan mo. Kasi, it might affect a lot of things. It might also affect people. And that happened to my case. Na parang hindi ko talaga kasi in-acknowledge. Ang tanging attack or ang tanging respond ko lang on what I am doing is, mali yan. Kailangan ko tong baguhin, kailangan ko tong solusyonan. Ganun lang lagi. Kasi nga, knowing that I'm active in church, I'm aware and fully, I'm aware of the Catholic teaching, the traditions. Kaya ang nasa mind ko lang nun is, kailangan ko tong tigilan. Pero, as I keep on thinking that things, wala naman nag-guide sa akin. Paano ko siya titigilan? Paano ko i-handle yung mga bagay-bagay? Kaya, ang tendency, I still keep on doing things. Hindi ako nakaalis sa cycle. Kaya, looking back at it right now, we need to acknowledge nasan ba tayong era ngayon? Yun nga. And especially if you're in a younger age, diba? If you decided to, or if you see na nag-explore ka, acknowledge it. And if you also decided or realized na gusto mo siyang hindi ituloy or itigil, you need to have a consultation. Probably, if you're blessed enough or aware enough, you can ask consultations from experts, diba? Or at least, basta dapat alam mo, diba? You're guided by someone that is also experiencing that same scenarios, diba? Pwedeng nasa community, kasi ngayon, diba, accessible naman na ngayon, nasa social media na, yung mga kapatid natin na may platform, they are advocating safe sex, something like that, and all of those things pa. Kaya, it's really accessible naman na ngayon. Pero, alam niyo yun, ako nare-realize ko lang din ngayon na maganda pa rin talaga if the foundation or the guidance is coming from our parents or some or whoever within our family. Kasi I think mas may impact yon kapag galing sa kung ano yung ginagalawan nyo, kung nasan kayo, diba? Sa bahay, it's still very important. And that guidance should be treated in a proper approach, diba? Yeah, so I think yun na doon ako magtatapos, yung proper approach. And yeah, basically you just really need to acknowledge where you at in what you are doing. Hindi man yan about sex or something in this kind of aspect sa ibang bagay like kung sa trabaho, kung sa pag-aaral nyo, ano ba yung um, how will you evaluate your yun how will you evaluate your performance or generally in your life kung ano bang ginagawa mo para i-achieve yung goal mo, nasan ka ba ngayon, diba? You really need to acknowledge where you at, so para at least alam mo kung paano ka mag-move forward, diba? Ganoon naman yan, para makapag-move forward or para magawa mo isang bagay, importanteng naiintindihan mo yun. Yeah. So, if you could go back, would you make the same decision? Why or why not? Actually, I don't know the answer. Kasi that time in my headspace, hindi ko din naman na-acknowledge na nasa exploration stage ako. Kaya, ang tendency kapag hindi ko mapigilan yung nararamdaman ko that time, gagawin ko siya. And wala namang someone na nagsasabi sa akin, huwag mo itong gawin or whatsoever. Alam mo yun? I mean, directly, I attended different formations, but not particularly about handling this kind of things, di ba? Gets mo ba yun? So, yun. Siguro, if I could go back, I would rather say na I hope that I immerse myself into that kind of setting na kapag nasa ganito bang situation or kapag may pinagdadaanan bang ganito, paano ko ba siya dapat i-handle? And sana mas may nakausap akong mga tao na fully aware sa mga ganitong bagay. Sana naka-attend ako ng mga seminar community na may ganitong topic na tinatakil, alam niyo yun. And I hope na may proper approach silang, may proper approach to handle those things. Yun na lang siguro. And kumusta kayo ng guy na yun? One time lang yun nangyari. It's just a hook up and it didn't happen again. I didn't meet that person, that older guy again. Wala na naman akong kumbaga interest na to meet that guy again. Kasi that time, if I'm not mistaken, ako yung mag-download ng Gia, pag may na-meet na, delete na. Or delete the account na. Ganun lang naman ako dati. So, yeah, I think that's it. That's my wildest experience. So, kayo ba, do you have any wildest experience that you're brave enough to share? If yes, you can comment it below. Or if you don't want to comment it, just DM me. And we'll try to read it if you allow next episode. So, thank you for watching. Still follow me on my socials. It's here. Yeah. And yeah, please support me by subscribing in my YouTube channel and hope to see you again on the next episode of Catch Reality Season 2. Bye everyone. Bye friends.